my management sent me a Christmas present. And the funny thing about my management is they very much kind of they know me. They know that if I want something or need something for the stream, I just buy it myself, right? So, I mean, my wife has the same problem. She's like, how do you buy Christmas gifts for somebody who, if they want something, they just kind of get it whenever they want it? Because that's kind of what I do. I don't really want a lot of big things, so it works out really well. Kind of happy with what I got. That being said, my management, as a funny, like, they tend to send me, like, some pretty interesting gifts for the various times of my life I'm going through. A lot of parenting stuff and things like that. So this year, my management sent me my very first pair of actual Birkenstocks. And they were like, you're going to need some comfy shoes when you're walking around your house with all your kids dealing with their presents. And a Polaroid camera. And they were like, yeah, this is so you can take some fun Christmas memories as well. And I was like, that's a pretty good gift. Like, that works, man. Like, those are two things I never would have bought myself. Like, and they're both kind of cool. Like, that's fun. So thanks, Loaded. I appreciate it. Uh-oh. Oh.
Move along, citizens. Move along. There's nothing to see here.
If that's what you call nothing to see, I'd like to know what something to see looks like.
By the keys of St. Peter, this is all I need. We'll have to send word to Sir Hanush.
That might not be necessary.
Who are you?
I'm Henry of Skalitz, in the service of Hanush's Captain Bernard.
I got really nice gloves.
I'm investigating the attack at Neuhof, and I think this could be related.
Well, I'm the bailiff of Auschwitz. And I say we don't want any of that kind of trouble around here. What makes you think this has anything to do with Neuhof?
One of the folk at the stud farm recognized someone from Auschwitz among the bandits.
We have no bandits or murderers around here.
Really? They say he had a limp?
Shit. Well, allow me to introduce you to Limpy Lubosh.
Did he just say
All
oh
that's
shits?
left
No,
of
it's
him.
ow shits. Oh, damn.
Sacre.
I forgot about that.
Nothing's ever easy.
What did that say on the wall?
I'll have to take a look around and ask a
Let's say
few more
traitor?
questions, if that's all right with you.
You can take this mess
Traitor.
off my hands
Yeah.
and welcome to it. As for what else there is to find out, I don't know. But look and ask all you like.
Okay.
Who was Limpy Lubosh?
A poor crofter and a scoundrel. Can't say I'm too surprised what happened to him. He kept company with all sorts of vermin. He was always getting into some kind of trouble. Punch-ups in the tavern and what have you.
It's so funny because Siri is like tracking this kitten, and every time he comes close to her, she hisses. Meanwhile, the kitten is just running back and forth having a good old time. Doesn't even register when Siri hisses at him. He's just like, what's going on, guys? How you doing? Oh, hey, how are you? Like, zero concerns. Meanwhile, she is like, this animal is going to kill me. I must eliminate it first. Like, oh my lord. Ridiculous. Jing.
Cheer 100, cheer 100. Just a helpful tip. If you plan to change your saddle and side bags of your horse, make sure you change them while the horse has the old equipment on, or the items will not be able to be added back to the horse without getting a message saying the horse cannot carry anymore.
Oh, okay. Good tip. Thank you. Appreciate that, Jing. All right.
How come he limped?
He got that from some villainy or brawl a long time ago.
Has he been up to anything suspicious lately?
I don't know. The last few days he didn't go anywhere. He was home the whole time. But he always kept everyone in the village at arm's length.
Did he have any kith or kin in the village?
None. A loner he was. I don't know the last time I saw him with anyone.
Do you happen to know where he was on the night of the Neuhoff raid?
I've no idea. He kept his distance from other folk, so you never knew if he was away or holed up at home.
I haven't been around for a while, and sorry if I spelled his name wrong, but where's Dimitri? Dimitri passed. Dimitri passed a couple months ago now. He was 19 when he passed. So he lived a long and happy life. Funny enough, this little guy I'm holding here, this is Zoltan, one of my 3 new kittens. We were waiting for Dimitri to pass before we got new cats because we didn't want Dimitri to have to. 19 is a little old for kittens. So, yep, one of the reasons this little guy is here is because Dimitri lived his life very, very long and hard. So, yeah, he did a great job. And the thing to remember about Dimitri in particular is he actually was diagnosed with a fatal heart condition and given 2 to 3 months to live almost 2 years before he died. So he did great. He did great. Yep.
Another thing about Lube.
Okay.
When did you find the body? And did anyone see anything?
Just now, and nobody saw or heard anything. I don't know how they could gut him like that without someone hearing him scream.
That's a good point. What was the heart condition? It had something to do with one of the valves in his heart. It wasn't fully closing, and it was causing leakage, which had all sorts of other issues. The main way that it presented was that he would get fluid on his lungs, and we would have to take him in every so often to get like a diuretic kind of situation. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Look out.
Can I just talk to everyone?
Good morning.
Hi. How are you?
I've come in the name of Sir Hanish of Lipa. I'm investigating the massacre in Neuhoff, and now a murder here as well. Can I ask you a few questions?
Ask away.
Cohh is asking, from which other game will you start using names for your pets? I can imagine your kids will want some more dogs in the near future. So, Witcher is not only is Witcher doing great so far, but Witcher 4 is around the corner, and I'm sure we'll get some interesting names from that for any future things. But dogs we actually don't name after Witcher. Sophie, just like Booker, was actually named after BioShock. So Sophie, our dogs take a different approach. Fen, my small bulldog, is named Fenrir after God of War, actually. So, yeah, Sophie is named after Sophia Lamb from BioShock, and Booker was Booker DeWitt. So, yes, now I need to get some lizards, and we can name them Strelok, Scar, and Skiff. Yep. What about the name Dimitri? Dimitri we got like almost 2 decades ago. He was not a game related name. He was with Dimitri, Torque, and Tara, who were just 3 of our earlier generation cats, me and my wife. And yeah, they were great. Mm-hmm. They're all gone now. Yeah. Code Dap is actually Torque, who was my very first stream cat. And he was a fantastic guy. Yeah, that's our Code Dap emote. Okay, let's go.
Who was this Lubosh who was murdered?
He was a drunkard and a beast, and lazy too. Idle hands are the devil's tools.
Yes, because people tend to masturbate a lot. Have you noticed anything suspicious?
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
The only thing seemed suspicious was how a rogue like
much,
him
yeah.
suddenly started going to church. Now I see why, of course.
No, that's where that came from. That's where that came from. The idle hands are the devil's plaything. That's because that was a masturbation thing. Yep.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing the day Neuhoff was raided?
What do I care about that scoundrel? I was glad he stayed out of my way.
The more you know. Yeah, the more you know.
Do you know who Lubosh used to spend time with? Kin or friends?
He was always a loner. Except lately he started talking to the parish priest of all people.
I like Equinox Phoenix. It's always masturbation. It is. It all comes back to that. It really does. Yeah.
That's all. Thank you.
God bless.
You too, lady. Hi, man.
Good day to you.
I've come in the name of Sir Hanish of Lipa. I'm investigating the massacre in Neuhof, and now a murder here as well. Can I ask you a few questions?
I don't know nothing about it, but ask all you want.
That man Lubosh who was murdered, what was he like?
I didn't really know him. He kept to himself, even in the tavern.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
Come to think of it, he was in church yesterday. He was even talking to the priest and went to confession.
Ooh.
I was wondering what he was up to take to the faith all of a sudden. But I suppose no sin's too dark for God's mercy.
Okay. More church stuff.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing the day Neuhof was raided?
I was coming from the tavern very late that night, and I caught a glimpse of someone entering the village. He looked like he was in a hurry. It was only a shadow against the sky, but after what happened, I wouldn't wonder.
Chikorama says, but I remember Letho and miss them. Oh, yeah, dude. I mean, we'll always miss Letho, Booker, Gary, Dimitri. I mean, we've lost 4 members of our furry family in the last 2.5 years. And that stinks. In fact, I've been dealing with a lot of that stuff over the last few months. But, you know, like the thing that we always preach about on the channel and has been really helpful to me is just realizing and remembering we will almost always outlive our animals. And it's much more about the time that they're here and far less about the time they aren't. And not only that, but, you know, I love Gary Kuhn. I wish my Gary Kuhn was still here. But if Gary Kuhn was still here, I would not have Zoltan, Yennefer, and Dandy. And that is an entire new adventure that we're on with them. So it's, you know, it's that kind of situation. You appreciate and remember the time we had. And, you know, because that's just how it works. So, yeah. And one of the favorite things that was told to me when I was grieving Gary particularly is grief is just love that continues when they're gone. That's all grief is. And it's important to remember that the people you're grieving, they wouldn't want you to be sad. You know, that's not, they don't, there's nothing your animals that have gone would ever lead any of us to think that they would want you to sit there and be sad they're not here. So, yeah. If anything, Gary would just want me to play with the new kittens. So it's that kind of thing. Yeah. Anyway, enough about that. Okay. We've been talking about too much other stuff. It's time to play the game for a while. Game time. Hoorah. Let's go.
Do you know anyone Lubosh used to spend time with? Relatives or friends?
Not with anyone from the village. He used to sit in the tavern next to us sometimes, but he never said much.
That's a God of War quote. Actually, Simpsons did it. Yeah.
That's all. Thank you.
Farewell.
What about you? I want to talk to you. Mostly because I like those pant things. Is that a pant or an apron or a dress? I don't even know what that is. What's your name, Maple?
God be with you.
And also with you.
I've come in the name of
Hey, Red.
Sahanish of Lipa. I'm investigating the massacre in Neuhof, and now a murder here as well. Can I ask you a few questions?
Sahanish gives a job like that to a young fellow like you? Well, what do I care? Ask.
That's a kilt, you nerd. This streamer is very nerd. So that lines up. Yep. Noober with the $10 tip to the mod team.
What about now?
Thank you, Noober. Appreciate you, buddy. Who was this Lubosh who was murdered?
That man Lubosh who was murdered, what was he like?
He was a strange one. Always drinking, bad-tempered. Lord knows how he made a living. Well, maybe now I've got an idea or two.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
I didn't see much of him lately, not even in the tavern. Not till yesterday in church, as it happens.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing the day Neuhof was
Hey,
raided?
Tara.
I don't think he
Happy
was
holidays,
there at
buddy.
all. Wait, are you saying he... Oh, Jesus!
Do you know anyone Lubosh used to spend time with? Relatives or friends?
I really don't know. As far as I know, he had no kin. I never saw him with anyone.
I like your hoodie. Where'd you get it? Dude, this is... They sent me this a long time ago. I don't think this hoodie exists anymore. I think Elon bought them all and burned them. Yeah. All right.
That's all. Thank you.
Farewell.
Yeah, I think he bought them all and put them in a bonfire and then was dancing around it
Good
naked,
shot.
crying, going, "It's called X! Call it X!" But that's just what I heard. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure.
Good day to you. What do you need?
I've come in the name of Sir Hanish of
Did I investigate
Leipa.
the house? Not yet, no.
I'm investigating the massacre in Neuhof, and now a murder here as well. Can I ask you a few questions?
Of course. Ask away.
Blue sky is nice? I wouldn't know.
That man Lubosh who was murdered, what was he like?
He was a
You're all
drunk
the
who
same
was
to me.
always looking for a fight. Nobody liked him much, but I wouldn't wish an end like that on any man.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
Well, now I think of it, I hadn't seen him around for a while. No idea where he was skulking.
If you're wondering what that message from was in chat, that was Zoltan. Oh.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing the day Neuhof was raided?
Not a clue.
That's fair, thanks.
Do you know anyone Lubosh used to spend time with, relatives or friends?
He was a loner. We didn't even have any mates in the tavern.
Dang. This poor guy, man. And then this is
That's
how his
all.
story ended?
Thank you.
Zoltan is such a good name since it's Borby. Dude, we love it. And also, I can call him Little Zoe, which is awesome. I've already had to yell at him multiple times calling him Little Zoe, and I'm totally okay with that. Salty Claw, thank you so much for that 10 bomb earlier, dude. I'm sorry I missed that. I really appreciate it. Thank you, buddy. Thank you very much. Oof.
An inscription in blood. It's a pity I don't know how to read. Looks like they wanted to give someone a warning. But who? And a bandit who knows how to write isn't something you see every day.
Oh, interesting.
What's this? Looks like someone's hit him very hard on the head. Could they have bludgeoned him to death and then gutted him? That would explain why he didn't scream.
That's a little better, I guess. Maybe.
Lord above, they did a hell of a job on him. Must have been agony. How come no one heard anything?
I think we just figured out why. Yep. Oh God. Okay. So we have reed, head, torso. I think that's it. Okay. Oh. Okay.
Good day to you. God be with you.
All right, so what am I exactly doing? I'll have to ask around to see if anyone knows anything more about this. It'll be Lubosh. I should ask parish priest about Lubosh. Okay, cool. Let's also finish searching all of the house. Maybe it's got something we can break into in here. Close the door just in case. Oh, did we mute? Yes, we did. Okay. I can rob. Oh. Oh, I didn't realize we could just loot shelves. This guy had a ton of food. Oh God, excuse me. This cat is probably the first time that he's ever heard somebody sneeze. And he just crouched down and was looking around like, oh God, did Siri run? Siri straight ran. I'm sorry, Siri. My bad, girl. Hey, Cohh, you have something on your shoulder? I don't think so. There we go. Nice. And I'm taking all this dude's stuff. All of it. Dunk. When can I order my Coalition branded cat tower? You know, I'm going to say this right now. If there's anyone out there that has connections with or knows a custom cat tower building company, The last 2 months, I have gone on a mission to try to find like really good cat towers. Dude, there is a handful of like quality cat tower manufacturers, and all of them are sold out. Like and all the ones you buy off Amazon and stuff like that, they're all garbage, dude. I've had like 10 of them over the years. They're designed to fail. The ones that you like screw in the big cylinders and you like build them from, those are designed to fail. They're garbage. So it's like there has to be, there's a huge market for cat towers that are just not, it's just not being filled enough. Like quality, good cat towers are going to last a long time. But I would love to partner with a company and design and make some actual good ones. Because yeah, man, I mean, there's cat towers, dude. I saw cat towers that were selling for like $800, $900 just because they were well built and good. It's like, and people were buying them because they were actually made of solid wood and stuff. So yeah, it's crazy. But anyway, business@cohh.tv. Send me a message. We can talk. Hell, I might just invest in a company that's making that. But yeah. Definitely was surprising. I would have thought that there were more options for like well-built quality towers, and there's just not. There's just not. Like a ton of the websites that would claim to do that stuff, you would look into it more, and they were just repackaging all the other crap. Like, you know, it was like the gaming chairs. That's what the cat tower market is right now. It's basically a copy paste of the gaming chairs market, where everyone's just selling the same stuff repackaged with their own brands, you know? Like that's what it's like right now. And I was very surprised. I did not realize it was that bad, but yeah. Anyway, TLDR, reason I'm talking about this. If you know of any, like if you recommend and own any awesome cat tower places and like super can recommend a brand, definitely let me know. My Twitter DMs are always open. My Twitch whispers are always open, and my Discord DMs are always open. So yeah, would love any suggestions, because I want to get some cat towers for these little guys, and I just got some Bobo one off Amazon for now, but I want to get some good ones. Cat towers are supposed to last longer than a year, y'all. Did you know that? Because I swear the people that build them don't. Oh man. No, it's last thing I'll say about this random cat tower tirade I'm on. We have one cat tower that my wife got from Costco like 6 years ago. They just had like this group of cat towers like sitting on the big open area, and she picked one up one day because she happened to be driving her truck that day. And it's like actually solid construction, and it's like I swear, if you do like a time lapse of our kitchen, you see like other cat towers come and go like 10 times as this Costco one has been in the corner just like surviving. But like, yeah, that one's, but funny enough, they don't carry them anymore. And we actually asked them, we were like, do you carry these? And they were like, oh no, you know, a lot of our products are just one time come, one time go. And apparently those cat towers were one of those products. So yeah, son of a biscuit. Oh, this place looks so good. I love the historical structures and the artwork and stuff in this game. They do such a good job with it. Gotta find the priest though. Where is the priest? This guy looks priesty. No, wait. You've got a sword. Wait, isn't this guy a badass? Hold on, who is this guy? You've got a story. Yeah, man. Hi.
I see you know how to wield a sword, Father. I wouldn't have expected that from a man of the cloth.
With a stick. I practiced with a stick. A reminder of my youth and days gone by, and it helps keep me in good form.
The blessings of our good Lord be with you, Father. I'm here in the name of Sir Hanush of Lipa, investigating the massacre at Neuhof, which seems to be connected to a murder here. Can I ask you a few questions?
It seems Sir Hanush is employing children as investigators. But ask as you wish, boy. I hope this nasty business will be cleared up quickly.
Did you know Lubosh? What was he like?
Bit of a lost soul. Simple, rough fellow, but at heart I don't think he was such a bad person.
Somebody in chat just said this game slaps, or this quest slaps. This entire game slaps, bro. I'm so glad we're playing this again. It has been it's just been lovely. It's been absolutely lovely.
Did you notice anything suspicious recently?
My child, all sorts of suspicious things have been going on recently. People like Lubos don't know what to do about it, and sometimes they do stupid things.
That's really not a lot of help to me, Father.
I'm sorry to hear that.
When does the new game come? The new game for this is here on February 4th, so just over a month. And funny enough, with the amount I'm streaming these days, like, we're probably going to wrap this up with a nice little bow just right before 2, which is going to be awesome. Like, the timing of this, I'm super glad we set this where it is, because this playthrough is going to be pretty big, most likely. And I think we're going to fill up most of January with it from the looks of it. We're still going to be finishing Indie, and we've got a bunch of other games as well in like the afternoon spots and everything. But yeah, dude, I'm having a lot of fun with this.
Do you know what Lubos was doing on the day Neuhoff was raided?
Unfortunately, I do know. And I'd like to help you with your investigation, but I can't.
What?
He confessed, yeah.
I'm bound by certain vows that forbid me to tell you.
Vows more important than catching dangerous murderers?
There are laws of God above the laws of man, son. And one of those is the sanctity of the confessional.
Father, surely you can't be serious. There must be situations in which you can make an exception.
There are things that apply always, no matter what the circumstances, and this is one of them.
But Lubos is dead. You can't hurt him, but if you don't tell me, more innocent people may die.
If I told you, I would be betraying a vow that's a cornerstone of the Holy Church. If people believed the sanctity of the confessional couldn't be trusted, the consequences would be even worse than that.
Worse than the death of innocent Christians? Worse than the murderer escaping punishment?
No one escapes punishment.
Father, Lubos was my only lead to the Neuhoff raiders. Only he could tell me who was responsible for that massacre. If I don't find out who it was, it will probably happen again. Surely you wouldn't want that.
I wouldn't. But I can't betray the sanctity of the confessional. I'll tell you what. Give me some time and I'll try to think up some way of helping you. Suppose we talk it over in the evening, in the tavern, over a cup of good wine. Maybe we'll come up with something.
All right. Thank you, Father.
Okay.
Farewell.
Do you have any work that needs doing?
My dear lad, I have more worries than I can bear. Another pair of shoulders would ease my burden. I have to deal with a local witch.
A witch?
The herb woman, old Gertrude. That devious hag who will stoop to anything. Like all herbalists, for that matter.
Oh, don't tell me. The cows are giving blood instead of milk, and babies are being born with 2 heads and a tail.
This is no laughing matter. Gertrude isn't evil. She just has peculiar ideas about what's good for people. A little bird told me she incited some Ujet's women to witchery.
A little bird told you, did it?
You know how good people are at seeing the splinter in another's eye and not the beam in their own.
In other words, someone's been gossiping. And what's the problem?
As long as herb women stick to giving psychic to folk and bloated cows, assisting in childbirth, or burning incense in bedrooms to help with sleep, then nothing at all. But this is sacrilege, and it's unsafe. All sorts of molds and lichens and poisonous plants and other foul things go into those concoctions. I'd hate to see her poison some poor gullible lass.
What do you want me to do?
I want you to go and see her and find out what she's been up to. I know she lives in fear of the Holy Church, so tell her I sent you. That will make her talk and think twice about encouraging witchcraft. If you learn that she truly did involve folk in some foolishness, find out all you can and deal with it.
Consider it done.
Good. And never fear. I'm a man who always pays his debts. You'll find Gertrude, the old herb woman, in the woods. Farewell.
Okay. Let's do this now. Maybe. Oh, wait, am I not tracking it? Ah. Cool. Playing with the devil.